everyone, and happy Monday. It's Marcy Jennings here from Stampin' with Marcy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Canada. I want to thank you for taking a few moments out of your day to join me for some fun live crafting. Say hello when you join me. I love to hear from you. And if you could do me a huge favor and share my video. Sharing is caring, and it's how I reach more crafty friends, customers, team members. You just never know who in your social circle might be interested in my crafting. All right, so let's get started. It is the last week of November, or of October. Can you believe it? Sunday is November 1st. So that means time is running out to get some of this fabulous designer series paper that is on sale until October 31st. Good morning, Jeannie. Thank you for joining me today. So I have posted this many times. It's over on my blog as well. So 15% off on your designer series paper. And it is not just the mini catalog. It is the annual catalog as well that is included. So if you haven't gotten any yet, I suggest that you do before the end of the month. I know I will be placing another order. I placed one at the start and I'm using it up, the paper that I have purchased, so I need to get some more. Next announcement, the November paper pumpkin is Jolly Gingerbread. So the subscription period ends November 10th and it gets delivered directly to your door. So if you want some fun all-inclusive crafting, then the paper pumpkin kit is for you. Everything is included except for scissors, your stamp set, your ink pad, your cardstock, whatever you're going to be creating with that month's kit is included. You just need your clear block and your scissors. So I have this is on my blog as well. And finally, my virtual holiday stamp camp is coming up. The deadline to sign up for this is October 30th. It includes these two stamp sets. You create 10 cards, 5 cards with this one, 5 cards with this one. If you own either of these, you can substitute out any other stamp set of equal value, or you can pay the difference. You can also order the bundle. And if you choose to order the bundle, I'm going to pay the tax and shipping on that. So you will pay exactly what it says in the catalog. There's going to be prizes. You're going to get a pillow gift or two with your registration. So here's just a few of the cards. I've shown these a few different times. I will be sending out the what you're going to need, your inks and all that. Everything comes, you just have to stamp. So you'll need your ink pads and your Stampin' Blends, Wink of Stella, any adhesive, that kind of stuff. But if it needs to be die cut or embossed, it is coming that way for you. So there is that. Now, today we are crafting with some brand new product that's going to be available November 3rd. Good morning, Barb. How are you? So November 3rd, you're going to be able to purchase the Quite Curvy. Where did I tuck that? Here we go. I knew I had it somewhere. The Curvy Celebrations. It's an exclusive and early release product. So November 3rd till January 4th, you can purchase the bundles. There is an actual quite curvy variety bundle, and it includes one each of the following items at a 10% discount. So the quite curvy stamp set, the curvy dies, the curvy Christmas, which is only going to be available right now until the end of this will not be available after the ordering period. This will be in the mini catalog, the January to June, as well as, you can see I've already cut into this, the classic Christmas designer series paper. So you could get this entire bundle for $96 plus tax and shipping. So we have quite gorgeous images here. There are so many samples out there right now with this bundle of products. Quite a few of the Christmas, but today I am not using the curvy Christmas. I am using the quite curvy stamp set with the coordinating dies because I needed a birthday card. So I had a friend, a sweet friend, Pat's birthday was on Saturday, as well as another friend, Jody's birthday was yesterday, Sunday. So I am behind on my birthday cards because I've been working away on Christmas cards. So this is the card I created. So we are going to create with you today. So look at that gorgeous wink of Stella that I've got on there. But isn't this fun how it's the curved sentiment as well as the curved floral images? And here's that designer series paper. And then open it up and we've got a cute little bird on the inside corner. This is a fun fold card. I don't know what else to call it. I had done one in the spring. I saw somewhere this fold, and when I was looking for a different fold, I came across my card and went, oh, I never even posted that. So let's create with that fun fold. So all of the measurements are going to be on my blog. It will post after my live with you this morning. So let's get started here. So I have a piece of Sahara Sand cardstock, and it is scored at 2 inches and 6 inches, and that gives you your fold. Your larger flap is the top because we've got our stamped sentiment and images on there. So we are going to stamp right away. And I've got all of my cut pieces here, but we are going to stamp right away because we're coloring with blends, and the Memento ink does take a few moments to dry before you color it with your Stampin' Blends. Otherwise, it will go smudgy. So, and we are using the following blends. Let me just gather these up. Light and dark mint macaron, light and dark crumb cake, and light and dark petal pink as well. I'm using my color lifter, and of course my favorite wink of Stella. Good morning, Cheryl. Thank you for joining us today. All right, so get this in camera here. Bring that there, put our card right. I never seem to have enough space on my desk. Didn't you guys have that problem? All right, so we are using the image that has the flowers on the vine. And I'm going to ink that up, and we need 2 of these because they are going to go one on either side of that stamped sentiment. So there's 1. Oh, and 2, and we need to make sure that they are far enough apart. All right, and then we need our cute little bird for the inside of the card, and we're just gonna stamp you here in that space. Okay, close this up for the moment, and let's just move this to the side so that it's got a few minutes to dry, and we are going to bring in the silicone craft sheet, my bone folder, and my liquid glue, and all of my card pieces so that I can start to adhere them. So we are going to fold and burnish, get a nice crease there. So are you guys ready for your trick-or-treaters? Are you going to have trick-or-treaters in your area? I have to finish making up my paper pumpkin treat packages from last month for Brad to take to work, as well as finish up for the other special little things for the other children on our street and that. So that's my afternoon plan, as well as I've got to go to the grocery store and pick up the treats that we're gonna hand out to the others. I don't want to buy them too early, or I know we will eat them. I don't seem to have the self-control anymore that I used to, so not having it in the house is the way to go. All right, so we are just using our liquid glue here to get that adhered on. And then let's bring this back in. I didn't even open up the card, the designer series paper to show you. I need to get that done. After I'm done stamping here, I will open up that little 6x6 designer series paper stack to show you all the different patterns. All right, so I'm just inking up my wishing you the happiest of birthdays, and I know I want it right in the center of my Whisper White cardstock, so I'm hoping that that is centered. I know that there's a little delay. I'm looking up at the screen. Hoping that I have stamped it with enough space on top and below. There we go. I think it's a little high, but I can make that work. Hello, Debbie. Thank you for joining this morning. All right, so now I can adhere this. So, and our clocks go back this weekend. Do your clocks change where you are watching? I'm not a fan of the time change. I'm a terrible sleeper, to be honest. And when we fall back and then spring ahead, it just messes with me. Something fierce. So I would really prefer if they didn't change. They just took a time and just left it at that without messing us up. All right, so there's that. Where is my large insert piece? I had it. Oh, there it is. Piled everything on top of it. You do in North Carolina. There's been talk that they're voting or something, I forget. I'm not overly political and follow all that kind of stuff. They're talking about not changing our times here in Ontario, just sticking with the one. I'm not even sure which one, to be honest, but I would much rather a longer daylight than getting dark so early. Being dark at 5 o'clock at night is just bleh. Wouldn't you agree? Hello, Catherine. Thanks for joining us this morning. All right, so we are just going to open that to make sure that there we go. So this is all adhered. Now we can color. So let's bring this back in. Because of all the layers, I can't get it doesn't want to stay flat, which is kind of weird, isn't it? You would think that it would. Put the lid on that. Now, my cute little bird, I colored in the light petal pink, the face and tummy. And then I took my color lifter because it's awfully blush. And we want to tone that down just slightly. And then I took my dark crumb cake and colored the tail. And the wing. With the dark, and then I came in with my light. The top part of the back and the wing there. And just blend that out slightly. And there, our little bird is colored. Super duper cute. All right, so now we're going to do the vine and flowers. And I should have thought ahead and colored these so you didn't have to watch me color, because watching somebody color is kind of boring. So I'm just coming in with my dark mint macaron and adding a little here and there. And here. Just so that we're not all the same tone in these larger areas. And then I'm bringing in my light, and I'm just going to fill the rest of that in. Not taking too long because I'm not getting fancy, because they're very small areas. And it's just pretty straightforward. It's supposed to be 9 degrees here on Saturday, so hopefully we're going to have a few kids come around. Hopefully it's not going to be rainy. Halloween is usually cold and rainy for us, generally speaking. I know that when my kids were little, we've actually put their Halloween costumes on over their snowsuits. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? And my sister Ann and I would we'd have travel cups to go. They would come up here, and Ann and I would have hot chocolate and follow the kids around because we needed something to keep us warm. Brad and Willie's Ann's husband, they would always be in charge of handing out the treats at the door. And Ann and Willie, to this day, well, they still come up, only now we do a bit of a potluck dinner type of thing and watch scary movies and hand out candy. Now I'm just coming in with my dark petal pink and doing the same that I did for the leaves, adding that dark at the base. And I'm just coloring all, getting a little dark on each flower. I wouldn't recommend doing this on a large area, but I'm being fairly quickly here. So now, see, I've just got like that. So now I'm just going to come in and add that bit of light. Blend that out. And like I said, this is my first play with this set, and I'm really liking it. I was on the fence at first, but then the more gorgeous projects I saw being shared, I was like, all right, you've got me convinced. I need it. You guys like that? At first you think, oh, I can do without that, and then you start to see other people posting, and then you change your mind and think, oh, you know what? I do need that after all. Or I can't be the only one like that. All right, so now, see, no fancy coloring at all, but just adding the two of each just does add that little bit more dimension. So now we are going to grab our dies. So we have, pull this out. This is for our flower vine, and this one here, we've got 3 different birds, so that's for that one there. We also have for the little, this one here goes to this one here. And then we have, of course, your edgelets that would add your dots or your scrolls or the leaves. Now I've seen a video with this saying that these leaves, it's just the leaves that it die cuts out. So yeah, so this is a fabulous set. I'm thinking so much that can be done with it. Love the sentiments, love those little birds. I do love my birds. So let's bring in, now hopefully, I'm not going to shake this up too much. Let's just move all of that out of the way. Move in my stamp, cut, and emboss machine. Ooh, you're very close. All right, and I don't have my magnetic handy, my magnetic plate. So what I'm going to do is, I've got some purple tape here. So I'm just going to line this up. I'll show you in a second, and add a little piece of purple tape. Hopefully I'm lining it up properly. And purple tape, I got this from Amazon. So it's, I think it's called purple tape, and it is $13 Canadian. But you get a big roll of it, and it is fabulous for sticking down those dies so that they don't go moving all around on you. So we're just going to pop that there. All right, so there you go. See, I've got my purple tape. It is, like I said, it's a big roll. I've had it for a year now, and look at, no, there's some cat hair and fluffies stuck to it, but I've had this for a year. You only use a little bit. A little bit goes a long way. All right, carefully put this on and crank that through. And we have to do it twice. Whoops. I guess I should stand to do that. All right. So there is our one flower. There's our cute little bird. All right, so now we need to do the same thing once again with the other flower. Okay, I'm just lining it up here. Sticking my tape on. And running it through. All right, and we are done with the Stamp Cut and Emboss machine. So there are both of our flowers and our cute little bird, all die cut out. So now let us bring this back in. Hello, Mary. Hello, Joan. Hello, Anne-Marie. Hi, Sue. Okay, Mary says, I watched the video tips for this set from Shannon, an SU demonstrator. Really awesome. Can't remember her last name. Not sure. There's a lot of tips out. Excuse me. There's a lot of tips out there. Whenever you're looking for something to help you out, figure something out, always search on YouTube, I find, to get those questions answered, because somebody has gone and done a video to help you out to answer those questions, because they've probably had the same questions as you have. All right, so I'm just taking some mini dimensionals here. These are my baby ones. Okay. My little bird is going to get glued to the inside. So I'm just going to put a teeny tiny little dot of glue. You don't need a whole lot. You don't want it squishing out and having whoops, your flap there closed, glued closed. So just that a little bit is all it needs. All right, so we're going to close this, and then we are going to arrange these. They just frame that sentiment so pretty. So you just have to figure out. Okay, so I'm going to actually take my little block here and stick that there so that it stays down. I don't know why my card just doesn't want to stay. So before, I'm not going to put my Wink of Stella on until after, because it does take a moment to dry, and I don't want to spread that Wink of Stella everywhere. So we are just going to, whoop, this goes this way. All right, like that. Actually, let's bring you up just slightly. There. And then I use my Take Your Pick tool. If you just gently pop it in there, it's going to peel those backings off. Easy peasy. Whoops. Except for that one. All right. And then we're going to there. Now we can add our lovely Wink of Stella to our flowers. It just adds that little bit of sparkle that I really do love. You don't have to color the whole thing in. You can just do the base, do around the lines of the petals. You could also go crazy bananas and cover all your leaves as well. It's your card that you're creating, and you can do whatever you choose. Personalize it. All right, and this one here. There. So our final thing, because it looks just, it's beautiful, but it needs something else. So let's bring in some pearls, and we're gonna add one over here, and it just helps fill that space. Whoa, that's a lot of glue that just came out of there. All right, so I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool, the pokey doodle end. I know a lot of people use the spatula end, but I love my pokey doodle end. So, and I've called it a pokey doodle for as long as I have crafted. And there. Now, doesn't that just fill that card? And I keep all my embellishments in cases like this. All right, so doesn't that just finish that card off just by adding those pearls? And of course, the Wink of Stella. So lovely. And then of course you open it up and there's that cute little bird on the inside. Yes, I love YouTube as well, Mary. You need a question answered, you go to YouTube. All right, so let's take a look. Let's get this out of the way. let's take a look at these beautiful patterns. So although this is Classic Christmas, it's called, it is not just Christmas. There's my little snips. And like I always say, don't throw these little pieces out, because you could easily, instead of stamping, you could add that to the inside bottom of your card, just to bring that cohesiveness to it. So, all right. So we've got, let's see, this is the one. This is the opposite, so this is more Christmassy, but this is more neutral, used for any occasion. And then we have this tree pattern that is not, to me, necessarily Christmas. Could be also a masculine card. And then that's the back of that one. And then we have this funky check pattern that kind of makes my eyes go wonky. And then we have some stripes. And then some leaves. And then the back is stars. And of course, stars can be for any occasion. A birthday, a congratulations, a celebration, a baby, even a baby card. All right. Then this one here is really, I think, less is more with this pattern here. And then your stripe. So this is Cherry Cobbler. Our colors are, it always says on the back of your Designer Series paper. Cherry Cobbler, Sahara Sand, Shaded Spruce, and Whisper White are our colors. So then we've got, so they're all the same patterns, duplicated throughout. It's just the different colors. So you've got lots of options there. So definitely, now this is very Christmassy. This one here, I like this pattern in the Cherry Cobbler. All right, so then we've got our Shaded Spruce. So like I said, this is available next week. I was not going to share too soon with you guys because I don't like to share things that you have to wait months and months for. So the fact that you just have to wait till the next week to be purchasing this, I figured that I could share now. I'm not going to torment you or get you frustrated by sharing too soon. All right. So I do have to mention too that my virtual stamp camp, you have to add $15 for postage if you are not local to me. So if you can pick up, porch pickup I call it, if you can do that, the cost is $75. If you need it sent to you, then it is $75. And that $75 is literally the price of the stamps with tax and shipping. You're not having to pay for the cardstock or anything like that. So it is quite the value. All of the cardstock and embellishments, those are actually my gift to you for taking my class. So let's just bring these in again. This is one of my favorites. Love that Hippo and Friends dies. I use the, here it is here as well. I use those dies so much. Halloween sweet ribbon here. Take a look at your products, everybody, and see how you can use them for something else. So I still have 2 more cards to do with this set. This weekend I was working on my team gifts for our Stampin' Up! On Stage at Home that is coming up on November the 5th, I think it is. what the date is. It's the next Thursday. So I stepped away from this so I could work on team stuff. So I'll be getting back to this, creating the last 2 cards of these in the next couple days. So I'll be able to share with you. So that is all for me today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed today's card. If you're watching the replay, please still comment. I still do go back and look at comments and respond to any questions that you might have. Please share my video. Sharing is caring. It's how I reach more crafty friends. And if you are watching on YouTube and you haven't yet, please click that subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you get notified every time that I go live. And yes, I still have my Band-Aid on. When it comes off, I will be going, appearing in my videos again. I haven't appeared yet because my face is still healing from my little procedure that I had. So anyhow, thanks so much, everybody. Have a fabulous day, and I will see you on Wednesday at 1 p.m. Bye for now.